What's good with y'all, man? Hey, you already know if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like, drop that sub, man. Turn on them notices, because we doing video daily, man. So we just got off stream. Everybody's been hitting me up about this, so we about to get to it today. It says Superman trailer, WB not happy, by Cosmic Book News. Let's jump into this article, man. What is thought to be a couple weeks before the big Superman trailer release is claimed that Warner Bros. Brass isn't happy. I know the trailer has been worked on since at least July. My own insiders filled me in. The Gunn Superman script is really good and solid. They also said the first footage looks really good. Yeah, first of all, I don't trust anything, any type of movie people say, because they all lie. We have to see it for ourselves. It's also known that James Gunn himself has been putting the finishing touches on the Superman trailer. Gunn responded to the fans last month that he worked on it this weekend and confirmed it wasn't finished. It's thought the Superman trailer release will be later in December with the release of Disney's Mufasa The Lion King, which gets released the weekend before Christmas on December 20th. It's doubted that the trailer will be released next week at Brazil's big CCXP convention. Gunn has said he won't be there. Now I have a question: is because of problems with the Superman trailer? Question mark? Question mark? It says writer and filmmaker Dan Marcus, known for his work on smaller projects, according to IMDb, claims that Warner Bros. Is reportedly not happy with the Superman trailer and wants it to be made better. I'm really excited for the Superman trailer. From everything I've heard, there's enormous pressure internally from inside Warner Bros. For the trailer to be received well. Well, let me tell you this, Warner Bros. Yes, there is immense pressure on James Gunn. There is immense pressure on WB because of everything that has happened in the past. If this universe flops, and like I've been saying since day one, I don't wish ill on anybody. I don't wish negativity on nobody. But coming from the fan base and from what I'm seeing online, yes, I think there's a good portion of people that's ready, that wants to support James Gunn. But I also think there's a big portion of people when it comes to Henry Cavill and just the Snyderverse and just stuff like that. The way that they did Henry Cavill and just Zack Snyder and everybody, they are not going to want to support this project. Now, I said this so many times, man. If WB literally just let Zack finish his vision, didn't go through any BS, let him finish his vision, people would have been open arms for James Gunn's universe. They would have welcomed it very easily. But since all this crap has happened over the years, man, you have got a mess on your hand. And I can tell you this, man, just from being on the internet, I just don't think James Gunn's universe is gonna do good. Now it could come back and bite me in the butt. It could. Me personally, I just don't think it's gonna do good because I just don't, man. Henry Cavill had a big, what do you call it? He had a big, I don't even know the correct word right now. It's almost 1:00 in the morning. But Henry Cavill he was a monster as Superman. He was great, and I just don't think James Gunn is going to be able to top that. And especially with all the leaks we got from the Superman stuff with the images and all that, the best looking picture that came out was the cape when he was facing back, when he was facing forward and we only saw the cape. That was the best picture. All the other ones was trash. The costume is trash. Y'all already got my opinion on that. It looks like a knockoff CW suit. It looks like a cosplay suit. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get on with this. Apparently, the studio asked for multiple different cuts of the trailer to find the best version, he tweeted. Marks continued to clarify, since every trailer necessitates multiple cuts. Apparently, the editor cutting the trailer presented a fairly finalized version to the studio weeks ago. The studio wasn't happy and said, make it better. I wouldn't want to be part of the marketing department over there right now, which is recently gutted. Update. Marcus added in another tweet, I don't think WB is interfering, but while DC Studios is definitely its own entity, it doesn't have a marketing branch that still belongs with Warner Bros., which oversees the marketing of all of its films. This is just what I've heard. Just because WB isn't happy with the initial cut doesn't mean they are interfering. This is how trailers for big tentpole films and even smaller studio films are made. Let's see. And I think that's the article. James Gunn responds on Threads, well, sort of, but when He says studios that solely me as the studio involved in cutting or anything to do with the trailer is DC Studios, me and Peter, and I'm creatively demanding one. This is the exact same rigorous process I've gone through cutting every Guardians trailer, pushing the marketing folks as hard as I can, cutting and recutting until I think we have something worthy of the film itself. All that said, my notes are a lot more specific than make it better. Okay, I think that's pretty much the article. Listen, my thoughts are not going to change on what we've talked to in the past. Even if let's say the Superman trailer comes out, it's received well. I still don't think that's gonna change anyone's mind because we've seen trailers be good and then the movies are bad. We've seen trailers that are bad and then the movies are good. We're really just not gonna know until the film actually come out itself. Now, I will say if the trailer is good, I will say that's a good thing because then that's probably gonna help them be able to market it a little bit better, especially with all the craziness going on, man. With the images release they put out that was not received well. I know a lot of people probably like, well, that's just the Snyder cult that didn't like it. No, it's a lot of the internet that didn't like it, man. I don't think a lot of people understand that. Yes, I think people want to just move on with James Gunn, but they're not understanding what has been done in the past to actors, and people are just not putting up with that. Like you guys got to understand, like when people actually support like their favorite actor, celebrity, you know, whatever it is, they're gonna support them. Like take a look at Taylor Swift. What do they call them, the Swifties? Come on now. When you get into that little thing right there, and you want to defend somebody, they gonna defend. And that's the same thing with Henry Cavill. That's the same thing with the Snyderverse, man. And like I'm hashtag restart the Snyderverse. I've been there since day one. I still think Zack will be able to release his cut. Hopefully, I don't know if it'll be anytime soon, but if this universe does not do good, I think WB will be calling Zack, and they'll be making a deal with Netflix or somebody, because it's all gonna base on the Superman film. When the Superman film drops, that will tell us everything we need to know. But until then, we will not know anything. So I don't really have too much to say, man. If WB just did everything right, Zack would have finished his vision by now. It's almost 2025, so I'm pretty sure he would have almost finished everything he wanted to finish by now. And then James Gunn could have been dropping his Superman. And everybody like, okay, cool, we got a new universe. You know, Zack put an end to his, and now we get James Gunn, see what he can bring to the universe. But they didn't do it that way. They went the exact opposite way. Yeah, man, that's all I got to say on it. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought. If you enjoyed my reaction, make sure you hit that like, drop that sub, man. Turn on them notifications. We're doing video daily. You guys got to let me know, man. What you guys think the Gunverse is gonna do good? You think it's gonna do bad? Let me know in the comments down below. Me personally, I just don't think it's gonna do good from everything I've seen on the internet. And on top of that, and for me personally, I don't think James Gunn can give me something along the lines that Zack Snyder gave me. Because like I've told y'all in the past, I've never been the biggest Superman fan. I've always thought Superman was kind of whack. If I'm being honest, I always thought Superman was whack and corny, saving cats out of trees and stuff like that. But Zack made him human. Zack made him more relatable, and Zack made him just more relatable, man. I really appreciate his version of Superman. So I just don't think James Gunn can top Zack Snyder. So I just don't think it's going to do good in my eyes. And then for the fans' sake, I just don't think it's going to do good because people are not going to support it because of everything in the past. So, yeah. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. 100,000 subscribers is grind time. Let's get it.